Logan Paul and Dillon Danis faced off earlier this year in a highly anticipated matchup. Danis is a veteran in the jiu-jitsu and MMA world, making the fight an exciting prospect for fight fans. Paul is a YouTube and social media star, entering the world of professional MMA for the first time with this fight. Both fighters took the ring with high hopes and expectations of being the victor. Although Paul had his moments of brilliance, Danis was the superior fighter on the night, dominating his opponent with his unmatched skill and experience. Paul was determined to take the fight to the ground, but Danis was too quick. The Brazilian utilized his jiu-jitsu skills to nullify every attempt that Paul made. He eventually managed to take Paul down and force him into submission in the second round. Paul was visibly dejected after the fight, but still managed to thank the audience and his opponent for a great show. Danis, on the other hand, was elated with his performance, declaring himself the victor of the match. The fight was a great show of skill and technique from both competitors, and the result was an emphatic victory for Danis. After the fight, the two fighters shared a hug as a sign of mutual respect. While Paul was clearly disappointed, he was gracious in defeat and accepted that Danis was the better fighter. The victory for Danis was a sign that the MMA world is open to others with the necessary skill and technique. He was able to prove that he could defeat someone with no prior MMA experience and that an underdog can be triumphant. Paul, on the other hand, was able to prove that even though he is a social media star, he is capable of challenging the top-notch fighters in the scene. The fight between Logan Paul and Dillon Danis was a great spectacle and was watched by millions of people all over the world. Although the result was not what Paul was hoping for, it was still a great contest between two highly skilled fighters. When the dust settled, it was clear that Paul was outclassed by the superior technique and experience of Danis. Danis was the clear winner of the fight and received much adulation from the MMA world. He also had the chance to prove to the world that he is one of the best MMA fighters today. Paul's loss was an important lesson in that it showed that even the most skilled fighters need to be prepared for any situation. The fight between Logan Paul and Dillon Danis was certainly a spectacle and a great display of courage and skill. Both fighters made the most of the opportunity and the result was a clear victory for Danis. It was an important lesson for Paul, who was clearly outmatched by the experienced fighter.